Bad news out of Latrobe today as rookie cornerback Cory Trice Jr. has officially been placed on the reserved/injured list, officially ending his 2023 season. Terrible news coming out of Steelers training camp, man. I'm going to break it down here in just a second, but first, this is exactly why you subscribe to Steelers Talk. When breaking news happens, we are going to have a video for you. So do me a favor, right at the top of the show here, click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss any Steelers breaking news this preseason. So now let's talk about Cory Trice Jr., who is officially out for his rookie season this year. This reminds me a lot of the Calvin Austin III injury from last season, where you got a very exciting rookie that you're hoping is going to break out and be a steal. And, you know, it's assumed that it's going to be a torn ACL, because if he's out for the season, it's got to be something with structural damage that's going to require surgery. And, you know, I was so excited when the Pittsburgh Steelers drafted Cory Trice Jr. out of the University of Purdue in the 7th round. I had a 3rd round grade on this guy. He's got long arms. He's strong. He's the perfect physical mold that Mike Tomlin looks for in a cornerback in his system. He had some very impressive tape as a press man corner there at the University of Purdue last season. And, you know, the big thing for him, the reason why he fell was because of the injury history. He had a torn ACL in 2021. He broke his ankle back in high school. And, you look at the history there and at the combine as well. A lot of teams just took Cory Trice Jr. off their board because they didn't like what they saw from his medical checks. So now, you know, he has this non-contact leg injury in yesterday's practice, and now he's officially been placed on the reserve/injured list today by GM Omar Khan with that leg injury, and we are assuming it is a torn ACL or some sort of structural damage in his knee, just given the nature of that non-contact injury. So show some love for me down there in the comments section if you want to wish Cory Trice a speedy recovery here and a full recovery at that. Type his number 27, as many times as you want down there in the comments section, because we're definitely wishing Cory a very speedy and full recovery, and we're hoping that he can still have a fruitful career here with the black and gold. And, you know, just this is news for me, man. I'm just looking at a guy like Cory that was having such a good offseason program with the Steelers this year, was showing out in OTAs and minicamp. He was looking like he was on his way to carving out a real role for himself in the Steelers defense here in 2023. And I just feel awful for the kid because he just can't catch a break with the injuries, man. Like, this guy is somebody that works so hard, somebody that came in with a chip on his shoulder. This guy is Pittsburgh Steeler written all over him, and I really thought that he and Joey Porter Jr. were perfect fits for what Mike Tomlin want to do at the cornerback position. They both have extremely long arms. They're both very physical, and they're both very good in press man coverage, which is what the Steelers love to run. And it really does suck that Cory is going to be out for the season here. But hopefully, like I say, he's going to be able to make a full recovery, and he's going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler for still a very long time. So I want to know down in the comments section, what is your one-word reaction to this news? This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show. So when YouTube throws you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds, take advantage of that time by giving me your one word for today. And for me, my one word is I am absolutely bummed. I wanted to see Cory Trice absolutely ball out his rookie season. I thought as the season went on, I thought that he would probably end up playing more and Levi Wallace might be playing a little bit less. And then going into 2024, he would be the bona fide cornerback 2 on this team. And, you know, now it's just a huge step backwards where we're going to be going into next season with a huge looming question mark hanging over Cory Trice, because this is likely going to be his second ACL of his career. He's going to have an ACL tear in his career for both legs, because last time it was his left leg. This time it's his right leg. So, you know, this is definitely going to be something that could hamper him throughout his career, having ACL tears in his history for both legs. That's definitely something that could be big. And I really hope it doesn't. I'm going to be really excited to watch him play next year. But, you know, as for this season, I am just extremely bummed about this news. But then with these recent injuries here, Omar Khan has made 2 more signings. So they have signed safety Trenton Thompson and cornerback Isaiah Dunn. They were very quick to make those adjustments. Right now, as I'm filming this, the Steelers are practicing, and these 2 men are practicing with the Steelers today. Now, Trenton Thompson, somebody that's only played in 1 NFL game with the New York Giants. Not much production to speak of. Don't really know that much about him. Spent some time with the practice squad as well, so it'll be interesting to see how he fits with the safety room with DeMonte KZ still injured. And then Isaiah Dunn is essentially replacing Cory Trice Jr.'s spot in the cornerback room, a guy that's bounced around practice squads here with Seattle and the New York Jets. And then last year, he also had a major injury in October that ended his season. So he's coming off an injury. So that's something to keep in mind with Isaiah Dunn. So now coming up, I'm going to tell you what Cory Trice's injury and the recent signings mean for the Steelers cornerback room moving forward. But before I do that, go ahead and help us out here at Steelers Talk by liking today's video. It is a huge help. It's a free and easy way to help us out, guys. So if you want to click that thumbs up icon right now, I would greatly appreciate it. So now let's talk a little bit about what this means, what Cory Trice Jr. not being in the room means for this cornerback room for 2023. And honestly, I think that we're still in pretty good shape. You still got your top 3 guys on this team fully healthy. Patrick Peterson, Levi Wallace, and Joey Porter Jr. I think has looked really good in camp to this point. You still got James Pierre as kind of that fourth outside corner if you need if there's an emergency, say Levi or Joey Porter Jr. Gets hurt and you need somebody to come in. I trust James Pierre. Madre Harper is somebody that's going to be very interesting to watch. And then, of course, you got Elijah Riley and Chandon Sullivan as 2 pretty solid slot corners as well. So I'm looking at a guy like Madre Harper, who we had on the show just a couple of weeks ago. We interviewed Madre. If you want to check that out, it is on the channel now. This is what the thumbnail looks like. And producer text, if we could go back to the player bio real quick. I want to talk a little bit about Madre Harper because I think he's got a pretty decent shot now of making the final Steelers roster because he's the same mold of Cory Trice Jr. He's somebody with long arms. He is physical. He is somebody that can play press man coverage, and he's a great locker room presence, and he's a good special teams player. That's what he's been known for throughout his career, and having a guy like Madre in the locker room could certainly be a plus for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So if I'd have to pick one corner in this cornerback room to really take over Cory Trice Jr.'s spot, I'm going to go with my man, Madre Harper. Now, in other news here, they made 2 kind of bigger moves here with the releases. The Steelers have waived running back Alfonzo Graham after he suffered a torn labrum in last Saturday's practice, the one that I was at. He went down during 7-on-7s. And, he's going to be out for the season anyway. He was an undrafted free agent, so Omar Khan is just like, we're going to get rid of him here. So not much to really talk about there. And now that's going to be it for today's show, guys. Really do appreciate all the support. Thanks for stopping by. Today is Wednesday, so make sure to join me for the Steelers Talk live show at 5 p.m. Eastern time today. We're going to be talking about Cory Trice Jr. We're going to be talking about my takeaways from Steelers practice today. I've got a couple of camp overreactions that I want to share with you. And then also we've got the Steelers Talk live mailbag that we do every single week. So make sure you click that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications to join the most interactive Steelers community here on YouTube and for whenever breaking news happens like it did today. All right, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Really do appreciate all the support. I will see you guys on the live show. And until then, here we go, Steelers.